All right, what's up, YouTube squad? YouTube can be great followers. I'm so happy. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and following my channel, and also leaving me great comments, as I do read that stuff and I pay attention to what y'all saying. And since somebody suggested that I look into LisaRaye, I did, and so I have a lot to say about that situation. So let's get into it. LisaRaye did an interview with the Unsung. I don't know if you guys watched the show. It's called Unsung. She did with TV One, where she talks about her story. And I don't know what title they gave her or what specificities they gave her to talk about, but she decided to talk about it. During the video, there's a few things that I felt like we needed to talk about outside of what happened with Duane Martin, because we're going to get to that one too. First off, they introduced her mother, Katie McCoy. They talk about how her mother has been a great influence in her life, and they talk about how she loves her mother and how she really, she wants her mother to know how much she appreciates her and cares for her for all the hard work she did for her family, them growing up. Lisa talks about how she started off modeling. She eventually became a video girl. She did acting. She did several things before she got to this point in her life. She has all, she's dabbled in a lot of stuff. I remember her from Players Club. And during the strip club situation, she had beat up that girl, and I was happy for it too, because she deserved it. But that's where I remember her primarily. But I know that there's some videos that she listed on the episode that she featured in, including one that she wanted to do for Tupac. So she does, she's been around for a while. And she also did Single Ladies, the show that came up on VH1 for, I think, 2-3 seasons before it went off. But she was on there too, and I watched those episodes as well. She has a daughter, Kai Moray, who's beautiful. On the episode, they had her friend Kim Whitley, and they also had another friend called named Rita Bland, also talking in this Unsung. She grew up in Southside Chicago. She said that she's hardcore, around the way girl, and she take no shit from nobody, and that's who she is. So I said, cool, that's what I picture you as anyway. So that's the role you play? Okay, cool. Own it, Lisa. It's cool for you. But what she did mention that touched me, she said that her father, David Ray McCoy, was known to be like a big businessman in Chicago. The mom met him. When she met him, she thought, hey, this dude's too light-skinned. He's not even black. I can't talk to him. During that time, she felt like that was inappropriate. He approached her mom, got to know her, married her, had Lisa. Lisa said she was very spoiled, and she felt like she could do whatever she wanted because her father was well known. She can go into any club she wants. He was a businessman, but they talked about how when she was 11 months old, there was a robbery that occurred. And during the robbery, he took a bullet under his left breast area and his chest. He took a bullet that went through his spine, and he became a paraplegic. And he just was paralyzed the entire time, on wheelchair, doing everything he needed to do all the way up to her adult life. And for a while, she didn't know that he was really paralyzed. She thought daddy just couldn't walk, and she needed to teach daddy how to walk. And there were several issues that happened because of that particular situation. The mom didn't really know how to take care of him because he was paralyzed. She had an 11-month-old baby, and she had to now take care of a man who's broken. And she really didn't know how to handle both. And Lisa talked about how it was difficult for her mom, and how she got really close to her father, and how she had her father's back. And one of the things that she mentioned is, as daddy's girl, going around with daddy, she watched daddy, even though he was on wheelchair, cheat on mom multiple times. And it got to the point to where it was too much to bear, too much to handle. So he ended up, after cheating on her, the mom ended up leaving and was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this individual. I don't want to be around her. I don't want to deal with him because of how he treated the family and how he handled things. So Lisa's dad ended up separating with the mom. When that happened, I guess the girlfriend he left the wife for decided to kill him. For whatever reason, they may have some fit, whatever, but his life was taken, murdered by the girlfriend he left the mom for. And I don't like that situation and how it played out, because I don't think anybody deserves to die in that way. But hell, that's how he left this world. But the part that got me was that Lisa said she was so heartbroken that she lost her father, and she favored her father, that she actually said to her mama that she wished it was her. And I'm like, huh? Lisa, you told your mama that you wished that she died instead of your daddy? She said that she was a child when she said that, though. But I'm sitting here thinking to myself, poor woman. She lost her husband. Her husband became paralyzed when she was carrying an 11-month-old baby. She had to raise that baby and take care of that man by herself, working and doing everything she needed to do and be a strong woman for that family. And even while he was in the wheelchair, he was cheating on her the whole time. You knew about it. Then his girlfriend ends up killing him, and her response as a child, because she did try to commit suicide several times, she took a lot of pills, was to tell her mama that she didn't want her to be alive. She wished her father was the one that was alive. And I was like, well, damn. Really? That's what you said, girl? But she said she's sorry. She cried. She said that she apologized to her mother. and that she can't take that back, and she doesn't know how she can fix it, and that she hopes that her mother knows that she will always love her and she'll always side with her, because she knows her mother, that's something her mother will never forget. And I said, sure, I wouldn't forget it either. If my child told me something like that, I don't know what I would do. I either need to baptize you or execute you. Don't take my word for it. I don't know. I don't know how I feel if my baby tells that to me. For real, I gave birth to you and that's what you're gonna say? Something's gonna have to happen. For real, I'm not just gonna take that. That's just me. But it was a long time ago. The next thing that they talked about was they brought up the Michael situation. I call him Eminem, Michael the minister, right? The one that he married, the prime minister that she married. She says she met him, Trumpet Awards, she met him in Turks and Caicos. And these, you know, the Caribbeans, they took time before they actually became this well-known hotspot for celebrities. They had to grow, they had to build it, they had to put a lot of money into it, they had to do a lot of advertising. There's a lot of things they had to do to make it an attraction. And from what I understand, Michael was one of those people that even influenced how the Bahamas and the Caribbean islands were perceived by all these celebrities that go there to enjoy themselves, and that included LisaRaye. When she went there, she said that she went there with her family, her friends, to enjoy herself. She was invited. The man that she met in Trumpet Awards invited her over. And when she met him, she was like, he's going to be a regular guy. But he did what we all did as men. If we want to get into somebody's pants, we got to pull out all the cards. I mean, he did it all. He shut down the restaurant on their first date. He had her flown in their private jet. He had the hotel paid for. He was on point. He was on his best behavior because he knew he wanted that ass. So Lisa eventually gave it up to him. They got married. Now, here's the part that got me. She mentioned Duane Martin. She said that she was on a show with him, All of Us. I don't know if y'all remember that sitcom, and All of Us. I watched it. I used to watch it. They were friends, Duane and Lisa. And when she married Michael, she ended up introducing Michael to Duane. And she said that Duane was one of the main reasons, and it wasn't just her that said it. Rita said it, and Whitley said it, and the mom also said it, that Duane played a crucial part in their relationship ending, because Duane would take that prime minister guy to locations where he wasn't supposed to be around. And he even introduced Nicole Murphy to him. Nicole Murphy's thirsty little hoe ass. He introduced her to him. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, we are friends, number one. It would never be okay for my friend to go and take my significant other into a situation where it is not safe for them to be in, and it could kind of reflect badly on me. At the same time, she said something that triggered me. She said that she felt like she lost her husband to Duane Martin. Now, when you lose your husband or your wife to somebody, it's a gradual process. It's not something that happens right off the bat, snap of a finger. You had to have paid attention and see when something is drifting. I would have nipped that situation in the bud. You have a choice. You either marry Duane or you marry me. If you choose Duane, you're going to have to leave this house and be done. I'm not going to wait for you to do something completely horrific for me to realize that this is a bad setup. I personally feel like Duane just wanted to get himself far in life. You got the prime minister of Turks and Caicos, got a lot of money, got this private jet, and Duane did what he did because he wanted to elevate himself. God don't like ugly, because Duane ended up in a bad situation. We don't hear about that fool at all, and we don't need to hear about him because he's a hot mess. You don't go and ruin somebody's marriage and expect to be blessed, fool. But that's what he did, and that's what she said. And I'm thinking to myself, after that situation happened, and I guess it came out that Michael was doing all this janky stuff behind her back, she said that he also had a rape allegation against him, and I'm not shocked, because if he was putting himself out there, in an article I read, when the British I guess legal system was going after him for some of the stuff that he was doing, he did say in the article that because of his title and because of his prestige in Turks and Caicos and in the Bahamas and those Caribbean island areas, he was able to wine and dine members of high society. And I'm thinking, sorry, I got a call. Somebody keeps calling me when I'm doing these videos. They have horrible time. I don't know why. But she said that when the British was going after him for money laundering and rape allegations, she also testified against him. Her testified against him because she probably witnessed a lot of stuff that he was doing. And Duane, everything that you didn't put yourself out there for, screwed up his marriage just to get far. How far did you get? I don't like that man. I don't even trust that man. He's a bastard. I don't like how he acted. I don't like how he behaved. I don't like the type of person he is. I think that his spirit is ugly. I think that he gets what he's deserved because we don't see him on TV anymore. Period. Now, another thing that was discussed on this episode was the Stacey Dash situation. I call her Stacey's ass because I think she's lost, or Stacey Clueless because she stayed clueless all the time. She belongs in that movie Clueless where she started. She needs to go back over there and stay there because she still don't know what's going on. They have to think she's white, but she's one of the ones that actually bleaches her skins too. crazy act. I mean, she just get arrested, and there's this meme going around saying that under the meme they put race white because of who she thinks she is. They talked about in this Unsung. Lisa talked about it, and she said that that when she met Stacey was supposed to be her co-actor, whatever, like a co-sister wives type situation on the Single Ladies thing. They were supposed to be besties on the show. And what happened was Stacey crossed the line. She would come into the set like a diva. She felt like she owned the place. She didn't know who the hell she was and what C-list celebrity she standing on. She was not an A-list person, so I don't know why she felt like she was the Queen of Sheba going into that set. But what she did was she acted extra crazy, which we're not surprised about, and she actually went out of her way to get into LisaRaye's face. She went out of her way during one of their filming. She wasn't reading her lines correctly. And while she wasn't reading her lines correctly, LisaRaye said, Stacey, just say the damn lines. And she didn't listen. She got into LisaRaye's face and she was like, you don't tell me, what she say exactly? She put her finger in her stand and she said, you don't tell me what to do. Or something along those lines, like you don't boss me around or something that she did. She was stuck on stupid. And what she did was she thought LisaRaye was a punk. So Lisa took herself, took a step back, thought it to herself and said, girl, if you don't get your finger out my face, you don't get this ass whooping. What Stacey did was she now cried wolf, which is what a lot of heifers do when they cause trouble. She went to her dressing room and she stayed there, got some bodyguards outside and said that she wasn't going to come out because she felt her life was threatened. Half of your entire attitude is threatening my life and your existence is threatening my ability to progress because you're sitting here, a black woman, walk around telling people that you're white and acting stupid on the set. But it lost her that episode or that show. Because I do remember the next season, I didn't remember what happened, but Stacey wasn't on the next season after that. They had replaced her with somebody else who I thought was more pleasant, whose acting was a lot better. And I used to wonder what happened, but I guess Stacey's behind and the set was just intolerable. And here we see that she's beating people up too, because she just got arrested as well. So I'm not surprised. She needs to go back and stay stuck on stupid, extra crazy and go somewhere else with her lost self. Clueless as hell. But they also talked about this, and I actually liked getting that background information on what happened because it was like a first-hand type account of what really happened. Now I don't know what LisaRaye's been doing so far as money goes, because I know that she did a show, The Real McCoy. I remember seeing some of it. I don't know what she does as far as money goes in the background right now. I do know that she's the Brat sister because we see her on Growing Up Hip Hop, and I enjoy seeing her and the Brat go at it. And Brat's beautiful too. But after watching this entire episode, it did give me a lot of insight as far as LisaRaye's background, and she's been through a lot. I would say when it comes to a lot of celebrities, she particularly has been through a lot. Maybe there are other celebrities out there that's been through more. I know Whitney Houston's self, that's the one that I don't know. Her situation was just abnormal. It was just not, her situation was a hot, crazy. I feel bad for that woman. As talented as she was, she should never have gone through that. But LisaRaye, being that she's still alive and she's here, her experiences and her life experiences molded who she is now, because now she claims that she gave herself to God. She's a Christian, and she doesn't take shit from anybody, but at the same time, she's not going to let somebody put some negativity into her life, and she's not going to tolerate some of the stuff that she tolerated when she was with Michael. And she's not going to tolerate some of the stuff that she tolerated when she was friends with Duane. And I appreciate that progress. It's growth right there. Anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think about what happened in the show, what you guys think about her father passing away and how she handled it and the entire family dynamic. Let me know what you think about her interaction with Stacey Dash, Stacey lost self, and what y'all think about her and her bleaching her skin. She does bleach, y'all. She's one of those people that bleach her skin, and I will talk about it because there's several celebrities that I want to talk about. Because I know Megan Good just did her own thing. But let me also know what you think about the whole Duane Martin situation and how that stuff played out. Let me know through the comments below. I am going to do a review on Married to Medicine's episode that did yesterday. I'm just waiting for the power to come back on because this fire that's been going on is causing some serious issues. And I might talk about the bleaching situation with Megan Good. I don't know yet because there are other celebrities that are also part of that. I don't know if I'm going to do Love and Hip Hop because it depends on how the episode goes, but I do know on the Love and Hip Hop news, apparently K. Michelle is not there because she had to do surgery, and they ain't left Apple Watts wasn't on the set. I guess they're taking a book out of Basketball Wives. I don't know. I still have to go through that and read that and figure out exactly what's going on, but that's what I heard. So I don't know if I'll talk about Love and Hip Hop just yet. So let's see what happens, and when I watch the show, I'll let y'all know. But don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can get new tea when I post it. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, YouTube can be _GR8_channel. Thank you very much. Bye.